So the last 12 hours, 24 hours in crypto, not looking that great right now. Obviously, we have pretty much a sea of red throughout the space, and that's not surprising. Middle of the week, cool downs, retail capitulation. These are things that we see time and time again. And frankly, I'm not falling for this. We've seen a lot of large entities back on the accumulation when it comes to not just SHIB, but other assets in the space. And there's a couple things I want to talk about with you guys in this video that pertain to SHIB specifically. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we actually are coming back down. We're retesting this 40177 range. And yes, today's daily candle sucks, down 4.6%. But remember, cooldowns are important. Retests are important. It's going to really show us how much strength we have in these levels. And really what we're seeing throughout the crypto space is a lot of people looking at this move in terms of BTC and saying, oh my gosh, we look a little toppy. This might be our correction, right? Like we saw back here, back here, back here many times before. But what I want to point out is things are actually a little bit different. All right. Because while we are seeing some retail capitulation, some unloading from smaller entities in the space, kind of this freaking out moment, you're seeing large holders on the buy. I talked about spot Bitcoin ETFs earlier, another massive day, $400+ million worth of BTC added by them. When we talk about Shiba Inu whales, they're back on the steady accumulation, back on the net positive side. So they're actually buying everybody else's fear. And I think it's important to watch the large money and what they're doing during these times because they're picking up their position. They're continuing to add when opportunity flashes. And again, if you guys have not checked out my indicator, you definitely should. There are tons of, that's the BTC chart. There are tons of these buy zone opportunities that are flashing in terms of Shiba Inu. For example, today, another overextension, buy zone opportunity. We see what happened last time. We went on a nice little surge to the upside. This may be the moment again where SHIB decides, hey, I'm going to flip around and start to work my way back up. It really is going to depend obviously on the overall crypto market and what's going to take place there. We've seen tons of these buy zones flash before nice surges in the charts. So we obviously got to just be patient and let that play out. But I think the biggest indicator we can see right now is what those large holders are doing. They're buying, they're buying, they're buying. So we have to just be patient. We have to let this play out. This is why I've said this might take a couple days for us to really confirm this breakout. But it wouldn't surprise me if it does happen within a few days here. Right now, I bet you that I should have looked at this. We probably have a lot of short interest filling in above here. Again, we're probably right about that 67.5 level. I bet you there's some short interest. So if we start making some moves back up, don't be surprised by a quick little burst to the upside in terms of Bitcoin and in terms of crypto as a whole. All right. Now, I do want to talk about the SHIB conference because I did see a couple questions regarding this. So this is actually delayed. All right. Shibacon is postponed, and what they are talking about, the reason why at least it is being pushed back, is they want to secure an even more exciting experience for users. Now, what that means, not sure. Am I okay with this? Yes. The reason why is I have seen plenty of these events put on before, and most of the time they tend to coincide with drops in that asset or in crypto in general, because unfortunately, how do people pay to fund these travels or to pay for these tickets and things like that? They tend to sell some of their crypto, which, we don't need more selling. We need more buying. That's what we need to move prices up. Now, what I will say is that they're actually issuing full refunds for ticket holders, which means that there may in fact be some more capital hitting the crypto market. People may want to reinvest their assets and just decide, hey, I'm not going to go this year, whatever it may be. Now, that being said, it's a double-edged sword. Some of these events can be big eye-opening events for people that may not be that familiar with SHIB. We're probably going to get more unveilings as far as the SHIB ecosystem goes, things that are coming in that regard. So we'll just wait and keep everybody updated, obviously, as the rescheduled date ends up approaching. Now, something I want to talk about as well is this $100 billion market cap that a lot of people are projecting in this market cycle. Me personally, I think it's 100% possible. I do believe SHIB has a very high likelihood of hitting this $100 billion market cap. This isn't financial advice or guarantee or anything like that, but you have to remember that these things take time. All right. Shiba Inu currently sits at actually a significant number in terms of valuation. We're at a $10.5 billion market cap. And I believe we're going to make up significant ground basically between now and March, April, May. That's about the time where the spring correction takes place. And that is usually when assets take a very big leg. This is that wave 3 like we're talking about. And I've had people ask questions, about where I think we're going to end up by that point. It would not surprise me if SHIB is somewhere again in that 4016 through 4019 range. That would make a lot of sense. More on the bearish side, I think we could be somewhere in that, rewind, 3016 through 3019. Figure I better clarify that. And on the bearish side, probably more in like that 3012 to 13. You know, these are ranges that we haven't talked about before, guys, or SHIB hasn't reached before. And on the even more bullish side, maybe around 3025. I think the biggest parts of adoption are going to still take place later on in the market cycle, but this mid-market early alt season push is going to be a very big one. Assets like Shiba Inu that have big optics outside the space, that have made significant ground during the bear market cycle into the early part of the bull, they're going to be some of the largest direct recipients of these new holders and new inflows that are hitting the market. So it wouldn't surprise me if we are in fact crossing this $100 billion market cap in the early part of this alt season. All right, now this isn't a guarantee, this isn't financial advice. We'll have a much better idea of how things are going to look as we get into the very last part of the year, as we get into January, and hopefully some bigger surges ahead. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know we talked about a lot in this video, but I'm not falling for this. All my long positions are still open. Again, if you guys want to check out my indicator, there is a link in the description below. There's a 7-day free trial, but have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.